Fallout 4 has been rated M for mature by the ESRB. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey guys, this is AJ22 coming today with some more Fallout 4, and we just went back to the railroad. We got Deacon, added him to our team. Has he changed clothes yet? I can't tell. I know he changes clothes a lot. I do know a little bit about him as a follower. I know he lies to you a lot too, which is going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, we're going to do some railroad quests, so I went to go ahead and get Deacon, and have him as a companion so that I don't need to have just one companion anymore, so that we can get his companion storyline going and get his perk eventually. But first, before we go ahead and do that, just want to go look at the wreck of the Pridwin for a second. Before we go and do that, I am going to head back to... crap, I don't even remember what it was called. The quarry we found. Where was it? Up here. The quarry that we started the epilogue chapter with. I'm going to head back up there and see if enough time has progressed in game for me to continue on with the sort of loose quest that exists for it. I'm going to go and head back to Bunker Hill and teleport to my closest settlement. Which direction is Bunker Hill anyway? Okay, so I actually got a little turned around because of course I did. And I'm back by this building place where there's always super mutants, so let's go ahead and kill these guys real quick. There's actually supposedly a quest tied to this place. I don't really know anything about it except that oh crap. Where's the suicider? Well, he seems to have killed Deacon, so that was a short quest line, I guess. Now, Deacon is like all followers in the game. He's essential. Why am I using the silver submachine gun? I should be using my other gun. Yep, die, please. Excellent. Okay, so that skeleton is freaking the heck out. It's making a lot of noise, and I hate it. Apparently there is a quest tied to this place, but you have to get it through Nick's detective agency, so I'm going to do that at some point. But I'm not going to actually go in here today. I just showed up here completely by accident. Which kind of sucks, but honestly, what did you guys expect? Alright, so that takes care of them. And that means that Deacon should stand back up any second. Take the nuclear material. There you go. Alright. Oh, there's more of them, apparently. There's more of somebody this way. Let's, oh, it's dogs, apparently.
And night, and day, etc., etc.
The kind of stuff he says is funny. Alright, so I'm going to get my bearings back and head back out of here. Back towards Bunker Hill again, like I initially said. Actually, while I'm in the area, I kind of want to get whatever that map marker there is, so let's head in that direction first. Wow, that's a lot of rads right here. Jeez, okay. Oh, hey, it's guys.
Tell your friends, you dead bastard.
Did they kill a Brahmin? I think it's meat, because steak is delicious. Seems like there's a lot of them in the area. I'm not that worried about it. Custom House Tower. Okay. Interesting. Is this an area I can enter? If I jump up the freaking stairs, because apparently they don't work as stairs. Yeah, I can go in here. It looks like they gave public addresses here or something. That's kind of interesting. And this is the epilogue chapter. I am supposed to be exploring, so after I head in here and take a RadAway and a stim pack, of which I have a lot, I am going to go ahead and head into the Custom House Tower and see what's going on here real quick. That was a short load. So apparently it's mutants. Take all this stuff. Take that stuff. Yeah, this was definitely some kind of state house or something. I can't open that. That's not a real door. Can't open that either. So, is it literally just this one building? Is that this entire place? Or this one room, I mean? It doesn't look like there's any way out of here. Alright, well, that was underwhelming. I was hoping we could go up the whole tower. I mean, I guess technically there might be a way up the tower from the outside here. Doesn't look like it, though. It doesn't even look like something with an interior area.
You're really thorough. You know that?
Yes, I do know that. I wonder if the robot was killed here pre-war or something. If this is all like a pre-war scene, including the robot. Alright, so I don't think I've actually been specifically to this area before.
Let's do this.
Hey, something's out there.
Absalom,
Almost got away.
a named character, who did show up as hostile on my compass, so it's not like attacking him was bad, theoretically speaking.
We win. Again.
What's up with that guy, then? Can I get up there? Yeah, I can get up there. Interesting. There's another quest marker to discover over there. As I was saying, I don't think I've ever specifically been to this area, so this might be a good time to explore the area a little bit. Just enough to, like, get a feel for what all's here, and then move on. So let's head over here. Who are you? Oh, you're a raider. I was hoping since you weren't hostile yet, you weren't an enemy.
Hands up, bitch. Insert something Shakespearean involving death. Your inevitable doom here.
You guys are weak.
Really good at this.
Really, really weak. Alright, so we discover the Shamrock Tap House, apparently. Any more undiscovered things in this area? There's one over there. Seems pretty close. Let's go get it real fast. That's Mirelurk. Hey, buddy. Up, there. Okay, so there's more of them.
Great. How many clips is it going to take to kill those things? Let's see if they left anything useful for us.
Up, you look pretty tough. I remember the good old days when one of you, fighting one of you, could last the entire frickin', interesting. I don't want that just because it's operators, though. When fighting one of you could last the entire episode, to finish my thought. There's a lot of raiders. A lot. That was a weird stutter. Alright, so that is Harbor Master Hotel. I honestly don't care about anything else about it, to be honest. So let's head back. Just one down and cover it, really. Now I'll canvas this area and see if I see any interesting looking unmarked areas while there dealing with that, which is kind of how I deal with exploring the game in between episodes, so you guys get to see a little bit of how that works on screen-ish, I guess. Oh, there's another guy. Glowing Mirelurk. Hi, buddy. It's all wet over here. Boom. Alright, I'll check back in with you guys if I find anything of interest. If not, I'll probably just cut back to when we get to thicket excavation. I found a bank,
Don't mean to make you nervous, but
which
I
is
don't think
kind of interesting. Might as well check it out while I'm here. It's kind of radioactive. Hi, Raiders. You just need to stop not dying. Very rude of you. Oh, I think that's Deacon. Crap! Let's take a stim back. Oh, that Raider's crippled. That's why I couldn't see him. Wasn't really looking for a crippled guy. There's a door there. There's also a building in here with an elevator and a bunch of Nuka-Colas. So I'll just... No, I'm going to take all of them. Let's go to the door first. Move. It does seem to be a loading door. And it's stairs, which is kind of interesting. So maybe this interior zone leads to the same place. Dude, you just scared the crap out of me. How'd you do that? Maybe it leads to the same location as the elevator, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if I've ever encountered that before. Usually if there's an elevator somewhere, the elevator is pretty much the only way to get there, or it's like a back door out that you can't access until you get there. Yeah, there's only one reason why that bathroom would be locked, and that's because... Okay, so yeah, here is an elevator. Interesting. So, do I have to go higher in the elevator then? Or am I already where I'm supposed to go? That looks like a safe. So that looks like we, it's not the button I want to hit. We have reached the safe area. Okay, let's unlock this.
There we go.
Remote door control. Unlock door. Boom. And open. A lot of attention to detail on the sounds and stuff here. Alright, anything worthwhile in here? Pre-war money. Folders. I don't know why I would take those, but I'll take them anyway. Lots more pre-war money. Pocket watch that I picked up a second ago. Lots of ruined stuff. Toy rocket ships in the safe, apparently. And then smaller safes in the safe.
That's it.
With rounds in them for some reason. And then more pre-war money. So mostly just lots and lots of pre-war money.
Nice.
Yep. Don't need a snub nose 44. Alright. Let's... Sweet, there's nothing else on there. Let's go... Okay, interesting. Now we're on a bridge between buildings, and there's that super mutant place again. Don't fall. Don't fall. Okay. There's another elevator over here. Where is this place? I don't even frickin' know. Can I get around here? Is this the thing I can do? Nope. Apparently not. This is interesting, though. I mean, I never would have come up here otherwise. Maybe it's just another way into the bank, I guess? And this is that same area that we always kind of walk by getting to this area with the super mutants. Alright, well, I'll look around this area a little bit more. Alright. look around this area a little bit more, and then head off, but I doubt I'll find anything else of interest. Ooh, actually a locked door, never mind. Probably just raiders behind it. If there's just raiders behind it, I'll probably just cut it out.
Got it.
They're just raiders behind you? Or is it just a quick way through? Yeah, there's just raiders behind it.
That's my trip.
What? I heard ghouls came over here, and they're a bunch of named ghouls.
Anyone got some holy water?
What? What the heck? I heard ghouls, and I came over here to investigate. And they're a bunch of ghouls with names.
With a mortuary.
I wonder if... What turret is shooting at me? What is this place now? Die. I wonder if these are people who came from the... what was it called? That tower, that State House tower thing. What is this place now? It's all lit up like we're supposed to be interested in it. I guess I could check this out while I'm here. That's interesting though. I haven't seen named feral ghouls in this game before. Unless there were some in Nuka World at Kitty Kingdom? I don't think there were. I think they were still just called Painted Ghoul. Alright, let's check this place out. It seems interesting. No idea what we're gonna find in here. Apparently something to do with robots though, because there's a lot of robot parts around here. But they seem to be static objects. Like, they're not robots that have been recently killed. They're just static objects. And I can't loot them. Okay. There's an active robot. And this is a dead end, except for this. Can I not blow you up? Okay, whatever. So, oh no, that's not it. There's a elevator right here that I just simply didn't see. Okie dokie. Come on, my peeps. Let's go up this elevator. Guys, get in the stinking elevator. Fine, whatever. Already ate up like 20-some minutes of this episode just exploring this one freaking area. Oh my god. I can barely see your face through that. Oh, I leveled up too, and I didn't even realize it. So I'll level up later. It's not that big a deal. At this point, Melanie is so overpowered that leveling up is just kind of a joke anymore. I'm gonna switch to Silver Shooter so I stop blowing up my own limbs. That's a dead end. This goes up here. That's interesting. What? 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 Let's quick save in case I die. Oh, there's an Assaultron too. Crap. Piper, get out of the way. Alright, so he's dead. Oh, yeah, and she's dead too. Holy crap. That was a quick fight. But still, if either one of them had gotten a decent hit on me, I may have died. Okie dokie. Lucky. Raiders right leg. Don't care. Fusion core. I'll take all this crap. I've got room. So, I heard somebody jeering at me. Does that mean... Because we're outside right now, technically. Does that mean there's somebody nearby that heard the fight and is now trying to pick a fight with me? Whatever. So, this door wouldn't open. I'm going to make the assumption that that one over there wouldn't either. There's a room here in the center. Move. Does this one open? No. But there is power armor inside of it. Okay. And there's buttons inside these rooms, and they do activate. So maybe killing both of the robots and then hitting both of the buttons opens that door. That's not XO1 though. Like, it isn't rendered as XO1, but okay. Maybe it's just a glitch and it'll render as XO1 once I get into the power armor.
What the?
Yeah, okay, now it's XO1, which means we found another entire freaking suit of XO1 power armor. At this point, XO1 power armor is becoming far less special than I really think it should. I'll just go ahead and take it for now, it's fine. Now I can jump down off the building without hurting myself. And definitely now going to just cut to thicket excavation, because we've been dilly-dallying around here for long enough. Alright, so I decided to come at thicket excavation from a different direction this time. Rather than the back, I came from the front, which I went to Starlight, and then just went north to get here. And if I'm not mistaken, since it's been a few days in-game, I'm going to quick save, it should be drained, and that means we can continue on with the next part of the quest, which is not really its own uniform quest, but it kind of is, I guess. Yeah, okay, so there's raiders here now, it sounds like. Yep. Hey, raider.
What was that?
You dead. Yeah, now it's this big empty pit with a bunch of guys in it. And all these little nooks and crannies to explore. Unfortunately, our buddy that we helped start the draining process is either run off or dead, so we don't get to, like, run back into him again. Somebody just shot at me with a rocket launcher. It's very annoying. But I'm Melanie in XO1 armor right now, so I am literally not worried at all about anything. What did you have? Ghoul Slayers do not give a crap. Come on. Oh, my mouse wheel just doesn't work. I need a new mouse. Oh, hey. Do you have anything? Stim pack? I can always use more of those. I can always use more drugs to sell. I can always use more ammo, more Nuka-Colas, and more of all of this stuff. So, yeah, nice. It's this, it was maybe explosives, but it's not. So I could actually jump right to the bottom if I wanted to. Are you a raider? Yeah, you're a raider. Come on. There we go. Okay, stop shooting me. Or throwing grenades at me or whatever the heck you're doing. It's rude. Can I go this way? Yes, I can go this way. This takes me back up, though. I want to go down. Mirelurk's down there. That I don't seem to be able to shoot for some reason. Who else is shooting me? Is that him? There he is, okay. Gotcha. I'm just gonna jump down. I've got the Mirelurks in pens, it looks like. That's interesting. And I never said that. Sully Mathis. That's the guy, right? So wait. Were you a bad guy the whole time? I'm really confused now. So did he want this place drained so he could bring in his raider buddies then, I guess? Oh, and here it is. Here's the incentive from the mod I told you about. Construction power armor. Which, if one of my followers were down here, I would put them in that. Get rid of these guys. I don't want them getting let out and giving me trouble. So what were they doing with the Mirelurks? I'm kind of wondering about that now. Where are you at? Come on. Yeah, it looks like they've got them penned. Almost like they were capturing them so they could domesticate them or something. Or maybe turn them into, like, aquatic attack dogs. That kind of thing. That was really stupid of you. I hear more of them. Don't really see more of them, though. Oh, there's one over there. So I'll have to climb a whole bunch of frickin' ladders to get back up out of here. That's gonna be annoying. I got the power armor. I explored this place. Finally did this thing, which is... Where are you at? A thing that apparently literally everyone has done in their game, so... You know. Seriously, I can't see a frickin' thing. It's so dark down here. The light doesn't help. Let's walk over here and see if we can find this person who is shooting me. Seriously, where are you shooting me from? Oh, all the way up there. Oh, doggy, I don't want to shoot the doggy. There's still somebody else over here. Oh, is it you that's shooting me now? Seriously? It's lined up with that person, but it shows them down on my level instead of all the way up there, which is kind of weird. Alright. Took care of that problem. Let's see if chilling out down here for a few minutes will bring some of my people down so I can put one of them in that power armor. Is that interactable? Nope. I actually took some fairly decent damage, so let's stim pack. Hey, Pipes.
Hey.
Hey, you wanna go get in that power armor? Go on. There you go. So it's a very unique looking power armor. I'm very excited about it. And you just look at that. That's freaking cool. Alright, so I'm going to head back up out of here. Seems like we've taken out the majority of them, if not all of them. And so getting out of here shouldn't be much of a problem. And then I'll head to the castle, because that's where I leave my power armors. And I think I showed you guys that once already. And drop off this construction power armor. And there is one more thing I want to do in that area, believe it or not, before I actually start these last couple of railroad quests. And it is something I want to do on screens, because apparently it's very interesting. I don't know exactly why it's considered to be very interesting. Can I get up here? Come on. Come on. There we go. I just know a long time ago, and I almost completely forgot about this. Somebody mentioned I really should go check out the big island near the castle. Okay, teleporting Piper. Neat. I don't know for sure what island they're talking about. I'm hoping that once I get there, I can look around and find it. And hopefully this isn't some kind of troll thing. And there is something actually of interest there. Getting back up out of here is kind of really weirdly roundabout. There's like little lights though kind of marking where it is that you're supposed to go, which is pretty neat. Reload while I have a second. Grab some more stuff while I have a second. Was that ammo boxes? There's a lot of stuff here, man. Like, if it weren't for the modded power armor, I really should have come here anyway. Like, I could tell why this is something that they included for early game, because it's not only a big, nifty place to conquer, but there's lots of little nooks and crannies here for them to stick supplies for you to pick up. It looks like we're back up at ground level now, more or less. And there are some raiders who apparently Piper and Deacon missed. Yeah, we already checked over here. Alright, so we're back up and out of here. I'm assuming there's probably some more people in some of these buildings and stuff, but I'm not really going to worry about it. I'm just going to head back over to the castle. Alright, so I dropped off my new XO1 armor down there with all my other spare armors, because I have spare armors. I have enough power armors now that I have spare armors. This is just insane. I love the power armor mechanic in the game. I bet that's the island they were talking about right there, because that's huge. Look at it. Is it an island, though? I can't even tell. Yeah, but I've got all these freaking power armors. I'll go through them real quick and tell you what exactly they are, because some of them are modded. I love the power armor mechanic in the game, but it's so freaking common. Like, it's insanely common. Alright, anyway, here we have the Nuka-Cola armors. Then we have the submersible power armor, which is from a mod. And it's based on the look of the Big Daddy from Bioshock. Jeez. And it's very nice, and it's all designed around underwater exploration, which is something that you wouldn't expect from power armor. This is the Spartan power armor, which is very cool. You have to use a visor instead of a helmet, and it stays in your inventory even after you get out of the power armor. This is the Midwestern power armor, which is from previous games. This is the TES-51 power armor, based on the armors from Skyrim, which I'm very excited about. And then these are just my regular various T60 power armors, a couple of them. I have a military stealth power armor, and then a Vault-Tec power armor. Then this is Institute power armor from a mod. My original T45 Minutemen power armor. XO2 Tesla power armor. Enclave power armor, basically. Enclave Tesla armor. My original XO1 set, which I could probably upgrade more now that I think about it. Piper's power armor. My T51 Piezonucleic Railroad armor. My Brotherhood armor, completely unaltered from when I got it. The Tesla T60 armor, Winterized T60 armor, Titanium T60 armor, Raider power armor, my fully modded out melee build power armor. Then this is the combat power armor. It's based on the look of combat armor, which is very, very nifty. It's got like little pouches and pockets and stuff on it. And then the Air Force power armor, and an empty space for the construction power armor, because I knew I was going to be getting it. And then, of course, the Vim power armors from Far Harbor. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll worry about modding this power armor out later, seeing what all it can be modified to do. Instead, I'm just going to pluck the fusion core out of it. Didn't mean to do that. Hold up a second. And activate the stand. And it snaps into place. And now there's one more modded power armor that I would like to get, which means, yeah, it's an island. I bet that's what everybody was talking about. Well, the like two people who mentioned it were talking about. There's one more modded set of power armor I need to get, which means I'll need to build another one of these stands. I'm not really sure where I'm going to do that up here, because I'm pretty sure I've maximized my space along this row, but oh well. So it looks like we have to cross the water here, and I can't think of a better... I need to level up too, I need to remember to do that. I can't think of a better time to test my new submersible power armor, which I actually only got recently. I probably should have showed it on screen. I apologize for not doing that. And what I really like about this, I don't know if you'll be able to see it because it's kind of light out, but and you're not going to be able to see it. We'll have to wait until it's dark. But the light comes out of the front and the sides of the helmet, and it's very, very neat looking. I have modded this thing out to be more effective underwater than it already was, but I am still gonna quick save because it's still power armor in water. Alright, so that took a little longer than I expected it to and involved me getting caught on rocks a lot. But we have made it to what is apparently called Spectacle Island, and my power armor is perfectly intact, which is always nice. You can kind of see the light, see? You can't really see the beams coming out of the sides. It's neat though. I'll show it to you guys eventually. So it looks like there were people living here at some point. Are they still living here now? Can I not jump through there because I'm in power armor, I guess? Alright. Is stuff stealing? Doesn't seem to be. This house seems to be completely blown out. Interesting. And there's a mini nuke. Usually they don't give you mini nukes unless you're in like a weapons storeroom or in a situation where you're going to need mini nukes. So I should probably be on guard. There's a lot of different locations though, it looks like little buildings. This place is huge. Like, look at this. There was that house over there. The building we were just... There's a person, too. A dead body. Like little outposts all over the place. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was startling. You guys finish it off for me, will you? Fell off the frickin' thing. Alright, so who are you? Let's just check you from down here. Because I don't want to climb up there again. Can I not check you from down here? Frickin'... Piper, check that guy for me. Tell me who he is, if he has any lore on him. Frickin' fence in the way. God dang it. Okay, you're just a generic settler.
Anything interesting on him?
Nothing really, Deacon. There's another one. A trader. So is this a place like this used to be... Was this like maybe a legit settlement then? That's interesting. There's another building up there on the hill with some kind of tower by it. That's kind of attention grabbing. Neat. And it has like another hunter. Good. Is this like a Mirelurk Island or something? Island of Mirelurks. Die.
Team up with a mortuary. You see where I'm going with this, right?
That's actually very funny, Deacon. Alright, so what is... Oh. Interesting. So it's not just an old settlement, it can be a new settlement too, but I can't use it yet. Did that say signal checklist? Make sure the wires to the generator are all connected properly. Last thing we need is another short blowing out the generator. Randy. The generator must be on before turning on the signal tower. I suggest you stay out of the water when flipping the generator switch. Okay, so there's a generator by the water somewhere. You'll know the signal is playing when, well, you'll just know. Once the feedback goes away, it will sound like there's nothing coming out of the speaker. There is, but only Mirelurks can hear it. So did they once use the signal, I'll take that, to... I would imagine drive away Mirelurks from the island. And then at some point it broke down, maybe. Alright, so it said by the water. The cord goes this way. One of my neighbor's dogs is barking. You can hear it like it's in my freaking room. It's a loud freaking dog. Looks like it goes to that boat. Pushing time on this episode, but I'd like to get this generator going if I can before the episode ends. Yeah, I see what they said about don't stand in the water, because the water actually comes up part way to this generator. Here we go. Alright, so let's try this signal thing and see what happens. Oh, crap. And I don't got some missile launcher with me today. Come on, die. Okay, thank you, Silver Shooter, for being the greatest of all guns. Are you still alive? You guys can handle one Mirelurk. Come on. Fine.
You ain't dull. I'll say that.
Yeah? Okay, what did you have, Your Majesty? Mirelurk Queen meat, of course, which I'm always interested in. Nothing else really of interest. Is that another building there? Okay, so this is a settlement, then. And the generator or the signal beacon or something must have broken down one day or shorted out. And Mirelurks overran the island and killed everybody, I guess? Because that house being blasted out, it looked almost like it was done pre-war, but I guess a Mirelurk Queen is big enough that it could do that much damage to a house. So maybe that happened post-war. There's that building again, okay. Probably, I should have just followed the wires back up. I want to turn on this beacon. I'm assuming that's going to be what gives us control of the workshop. Yeah, because it's still not working. That's a horrible sound. Ow. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Well, that just seems to piss them off. Oh, but then the feedback went away, and they all turned and tail and ran. Okay. What did you have? Come on. Enraging gray baseball bat. I don't care. That's just part of a carapace or something. My guys are still shooting at a couple of them, but if I'm right, yeah, they're all running away from the island. So there's really no reason to worry about them anymore. Okie dokie. So, are you not gonna go? You don't get to stay on my island, buddy. Sorry. There's just another generic one. I mean, they're not aggressive anymore. But not all of them are actually leaving. So I guess if we see any that are still on the island, we should take them out. I didn't see if it said or not, but that may have given us control of the workshop. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we have control of the workshop now. And, how big is this settlement? Holy crap! What? What? It goes around the entire island? And even out to shore a little bit. What? This is enormous! I was thinking it would just be like part of this area. Maybe it would go from here around to those houses or something at the most. Holy crap! This is insane. Can I scrap things like this boat? Can I scrap this boat?
You see that?
That's a Mirelurk King, it looks like. Let's, not let him... Mirelurk Deep King. What? So he's like a higher rank of King, I guess?
You know, ammo isn't cheap. They just pay you to play.
He's still not aggressive, but just in case, I don't want him out there. The Kings are dangerous. Come on. Come on, buddy. Stop running. Oh my god. Thank you. Jeez, alright. So, what I'm curious about now... and once I get back to shore... is, can I scrap these boats? Didn't actually hit that, but okay. No, it doesn't look like I can scrap the boats, unfortunately. I mean, I guess they're cool for ambiance, though, so... And I wonder if these buildings up here that look like they're made out of settlement components are actually made out of settlement components. I want to check that really fast. So that's an interesting thing, I think. All of these trees look like they're scrappable, too, so I could probably clear off Like, okay, so those are scrappable, but they're not actually, like, interactable. Okay, scrappable, but not movable, it looks like. Oh, no, it is. I can actually move them. Oh, did not mean to do that. Yeah, because it's a different color in the power armor than in not the power armor. So yeah, at least some of this stuff, I didn't even see that building. At least some of this stuff I can move and repurpose. I'm probably not going to. I bet there's a bunch of stuff in the house I could probably scrap. And a bunch of stuff around the house. That's not. That's kind of unfortunate. There's another dead person. Oh, and hey. A place for my power armor. Which I'm going to take back over to the castle, which direction's the castle? It's a big freaking boat over there. Well, whatever I do next, I'm not going to... There's the castle. I'm not going to build a settlement here yet. Because, I mean, holy crap. This place is flippin' enormous. I wouldn't even know where to begin building a settlement here. But either way, that's going to be about it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, because I certainly enjoyed making it. Please help me out, like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you feel so inclined. And if you know of anyone else who might enjoy this Let's Play series, please share it with them. There you are, Deacon. When you show up. I'd really appreciate it. Either way, this has been AJ22, and I will talk to you guys later.